What's going on YouTube? It's Kayak Quest, and today I'm out here first light making a bait run. So I'm actually going to be doing a catfishing trip tomorrow on a road trip. So if I do well, I don't see why I wouldn't. That will be my next video. So stay tuned for that. That should be a really good video. Fingers crossed, right? I can't force the fish to bite, but the goal for today is I'm going to be trolling for some white bass with some crappie jigs and some spoons, and then I'm going to be throwing the cast net for some shad. Might do some ultralight fishing, depends on how the other two things go. But let's not waste any more time and let's get right to it. All right guys, let's go ahead and start trolling. So what I have tied on right here, I have these crappie jigs. I have two of them tied on in a series. These are 1/8 ounce jig heads, and that is I believe that's an 1.5 inch crappie magnet. And then that is a white chartreuse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cast this thing behind me, about a cast length, not too far behind me. And I'm gonna be trolling at about, I like to go about 2.2 miles an hour. And on this other one is almost the exact same thing. Have it two tied on a series, but I have this small spoon tied on the bottom instead of a crappie jig. So I'm gonna cast this thing right behind me. I'm only going to be trolling with 2 rods today. You know, in a kayak you can't troll too many rods, otherwise you'll get tangled up, you know, when you get on the fish. But I'm already seeing a pile of fish right here, guys. Look at that. So the goal is some white bass. I hope to get on some. What is this? I think I got something. I think I'm snagged something on accident. No, I got my other line. We're already starting this trip in a bad way, guys. Let me fix this real quick. All right, got that untangled. That one's going out behind me. Let me recast this one. There we go. We should be in good shape now. All right, let's see if we can get on some white bass. Got our first one. This one's on the one with the spoon. What is this thing? I'm only in about 8 foot of water right now. I think this thing's a white bass, yeah. Normally, or sometimes when I'm trolling like this and I get, you know, a fish on, I like to stop my motor because, you know, otherwise I'm pulling the fish against the motor with my kayak. Yep, that's a white bass. Oh, you know what? White bass. You know what? I bet you I had 2 of them on. He broke off my spoon. I think that's a baby striper. Oh. He hit the top one. Yeah, something must have hit that, and well, that sucks. Alright, well, let's put this one in the cooler. I'll keep him. Let me get back on the move here, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with that one rod. Alright guys, so what I did with this rod, I actually put a different color on. There's a leaf on there. I put a white and red crappie magnet. I don't have another one of those spoons, so we'll just have to roll with the crappie magnets today. I don't know why that one got broken off, but hopefully that won't happen again. Oh, you know what? I just cast this one back out. I was turning around and have a fish on. Oh man, I might just be able to cast right here, guys. Smaller one right here. Oh, he's barely hooked. Come here. Might be able to. When you get on one, there might be more. It's a baby. All right, come here. It came right off. That's a good bait size right there. Let's throw him in the cooler. All right. You know what? I'm gonna turn back around here, guys, and I'm probably gonna turn my live scope on, because I'm seeing a bunch of marks over here. Yeah. Look at all them fish, guys. Those are white bass. I'm just gonna start making some casts right here. We might get on them. Oh, got one right there. It might be thick as thieves in here, man. Well, I know they are. I see them. I think I got 2 of them right here. Loosen up my drag right there. Yeah, I got 2 of them on here. Look at my live scope, guys. We ain't gonna have a problem getting bait today, I can tell you that. Just don't break me off, please. I think I had 2 of them. One of them came off. Come on, come here. Oh, that's a better size one right there. Oh yeah. Yeah. Whew. All right. Whew. Dude, they're thick in here. All right. This one's a little big. You know, you know what? I think I have one on right here. Nope. Okay. This one's a little big, but he's a good size. I'll throw him in the cooler. All right. I'm gonna leave that one sitting in the water. Because, well, it's happened before where I just have a jig sitting down there and I get a fish, so probably just gonna leave it on there. I'm gonna flip this thing around. When white bass are this aggressive, you could honestly probably throw anything in their face and they're gonna eat it. So, the one right there. God, we're gonna have a field day today. At least right here at first light until they stop biting. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Look at this. That one was sitting in the water. All right. That one somehow, I had a second one. I think that one broke me off too. I'm having some bad luck today, guys. Breaking off. All right, let me leave that one sitting. I'm gonna grab this one on this rod. Man, I'm not gonna keep too many more just because I don't want to be greedy. But I'll definitely keep these 2. Just because I want them to be here, you know, next time I need them. Oh, goodness. That one about jumped out. I'll probably only keep 1 or 2 more. Probably only about 1 more. Man, all right. Calm down, buddy. Yep, right there. Oh, goodness. All right, this one's a little small. I'll throw this one back. Yeah, I'll let him go. Oh, got hit right there. Yep, one right there. Oh. They're thick in here, guys. I switched over to this red one just because. Got hit right there. Yep, right there. Do I have 2 of them on right here? I'm only keeping 1 more. I don't need much more. Honestly, I don't think it matters what color. Honestly. Yep. This will be the last one I keep. Good size one right there. Alright. That's the last one. Won't keep any more. That's a good size one. Oh, run right there. I went back to this other rod. I probably won't be keeping any more. But I just have one crappie jig on this one. You know, I don't like to be greedy when I'm getting white bass like this, because, well, next time I come out here, I want them to be here again. So this is a better sized one right here. Dude, they're thick in here. Use the net on him so you don't break me off. Hi, buddy. Yeah, nice white bass right there. He'd be a good bait size, but I got plenty, dude. So if I was catfishing with 6, 8, 10 rods, maybe I would keep a few more. But with just me catfishing with 3 rods, you know, I don't go through that much bait unless I'm really on the fish. Look, they're splashing up there. Dude, they're thick in here. Let me go up here. Look at this. Right here at first light. That one right there. Boat go by. Finally fixed the orientation on my live scope. Smaller white bass right here. At least those people were courteous to slow down. Yeah, baby white bass. Yeah, I'm just turning my live scope right here and just seeing exactly where they are. They're not really staying in the same spot. These things are super quick. So, one right there. I tell you guys, this live scope is absolutely incredible. When you get on a bite like this, man, you gotta keep fishing it like this. Oh no, don't get wrapped around my live scope pole right there. No, fish, what'd you do? What'd you do? All right, there you go. That fish. At least he didn't break me off, right? There's that white bass right there. Let's let him go. Yeah, some people, when they go get bait, you know, they catch as much as they can, and you know that's great. But you don't need to keep more than what you need. You know, I want these things to be here next time I need bait, or if someone else wants to catch them. That's my philosophy on it. Just like the catfish, let them go, let them grow. Another one right there. Dude, they're super thick in here. Oh boy. Oh, did he get my motor? Oh, what happened here? Fish, what did you do? What did you do, fish? Oh no, what did you do? Where's my motor? What'd you do, fish? Only thing underneath there is my motor. What'd you do? I'm about to lose this fish. What? The fish is still on there. This is something. I don't know what happened. I'm out here in front of my kayak. I thought he was in my motor. Oh, well, here he is. I don't know what he was wrapped around. I guess the hole in my kayak? I don't know. Wow. Alright, there he is, guys. Let him go. Whew. Alright, let me put my motor back down. That fish was dumb. Alright. You know what, guys? Since there's all these white bass here, I'm gonna see if I can get one of them on my ultralight. They're splashing over there. But yeah, so a 1-inch gulp minnow is on the smoke color. Just because they're so thick in here, I just want to see if I can get one on my ultralight, just for fun. One right there, guys. Look at that baby white bass. You know, I want to get something a little bigger on the ultralight than this. He's got it. There you go. Look at that baby white bass. You know, they gotta start from somewhere, right? Oh. Hoping to get on one of them bigger white bass on this thing. I think it'd be fun. Oh, another one right there. This one feels bigger than that baby one I just caught. Oh, you know what? This isn't even a white bass. It's a baby channel cat. Honestly, guys, I thought about keeping the channel cat alive to use tomorrow on my trip. I'll let him go. I don't have too much confidence in using live channel cat, so we're probably just gonna go with all cut bait tomorrow. Thought about keeping a live white bass, but I don't want to deal with, you know, the bucket or the aerator or anything. Try to keep it simple tomorrow. Alright. Alright guys, so it seems like the white bass bite has died. I was throwing the jigs right in front of the face, you know, seeing them on my live scope, and man, the things just were not having it. It's very common for white bass to get on a feeding frenzy, especially at first light, you know, catch one after the other, and then all of a sudden, like a light switch, they won't bite anymore. So we're going to change things up, and I'm going to be throwing the cast net for some gizzard shad. Let me turn my camera around. So right in this general area right here is about 1 to 3 foot deep, and that's generally about the depth I like throwing for gizzard shad, because if you're throwing too deep, well, the fish are going to escape the cast net and you're just not going to get anything that way. So yeah, let's go over here and let's make some throws. There's one right there. It's only my second throw too. If y'all are wondering how big of a cast net I like throwing a 5 foot. You know, because another throw right there, because if I'm throwing too big of a cast net, you know, in a kayak, I can't open the thing to where I get a good cast. None on that throw. That was a smaller one. Actually, I'm gonna throw that one back. Look how small that one is. I'm gonna throw that one back. I won't use him. I'm looking for something bigger than that. But I've thrown a 6 foot before, and it's too much for me. You know, this kayak is pretty stable, but it's too much for me to throw. So if I was in a boat or something, maybe I would consider throwing a 6 or maybe a 7 or 8 foot cast net, but like throw right there. Sometimes I use my live scope, but just because it's so darn shallow over here, none in that throw. My transducer is going to be hitting the bottom. My transducer is My live scope transducer is a foot below the hull of my kayak. So, and also just from previous experience, I know this general area, there's a flip right there. There's plenty of gizzard shad, so I shouldn't have to use my live scope. Oh, there's one gizzard in there. A bunch of other thread fins in there. Get that one gizzard out. All them thread fins. I won't keep any thread fins today. If I'm in a place where I know I cannot get gizzard shad, or desperate times call for desperate measures, I will keep thread fins. But today, I don't look into keeping any thread fins. Get them out of my net. Throw these out of the way. Or I mean in the water. Do not need them. I think I got 2 in that one. Yep. Thought it was only 1. Alright. Oh yes. How many we get? We got 2 in there. Oh yes. And a couple. I actually might have gotten 3 in there. I don't know. Some thread fins. Throw them back. Don't need you. Yeah, look how many I got so far, guys. Yes. All right. Make some more throws. The farther I get on back here, the shallower it gets. My trolling motor goes about 6 inches below the hull of my kayak, so I can go a little less than a foot until I start hitting bottom. We got some more right there. What is it? Just 1? Hey, I'll take just 1. I'll probably be keeping maybe about 20 gizzards today. Gizzard shad, I'm not too worried about keeping more than what I need, just because those things they replenish so fast. So we get it. 1 in that throw. At least I'm getting some shad. I like to get a whole school of them, then I can go home. Most of the time that don't happen. Generally you get like one or 2 at a time. For me, at least that's how it is. Oh yeah, that's a nice size gizzard. Oh yeah. Yep, look at that one, guys. Oh, that's a good size one right there. If y'all know me, I love using gizzard shad as catfish bait. Gizzard shad head is one of my favorite baits. I think honestly tomorrow, I think the white bass is gonna get it done. So I'm gonna be fishing tomorrow. Done very well on white bass in the summertime, so first thing tomorrow I'm gonna put on a big white bass head. I'm excited for it, but gotta get a few more gizzards. Nope, not in that throw. Oh, what did I get in here? Oh, look at this, guys. What did I get? There's a gizzard shad in here. Is this a buffalo? Oh. There's a gizzard shad in there. I want to get him. Oh, he's tangled up my net. No. There we go. My goodness. Yeah, I think that's a buffalo. I don't have my gloves with me, do I? Well, that was a mistake not to bring them. Yeah, that took a minute. Let me hold this thing up. Yeah, I won't keep this thing as bait. I believe that's a buffalo. Oh, don't flop. Yeah, that's a freshwater buffalo. I believe that's what they call him. He's super cool looking. No, oh, he wants to flop. I'll let you go just a second. Yeah, it's a cool looking fish though. I've actually snagged these before, you know, trolling this crappie jigs. But yeah, let's let him go. Yep. I won't keep him. Ah, he's super slimy. Ugh. Yeah, he got my net all tangled up. I think I got it untangled. But all right, I thought there was a gizzard shad in there. Yeah, untangled. I guess not. Well, get that slime out of there. All right. Well, that was a surprise. That's the first one I've ever gotten in a cast net right there. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this throw. Wow. You know how I was saying I don't get many a lot of gizzards in one throw? There it is. Well, there's a baby white bass up there. I'll throw him back. Well, I don't need that many. Which ones are the bigger ones? All about the same. I'll keep 2, 3. I'll throw all these back. Oh, come here, come here. Throw them back. I got plenty. If I run out of bait tomorrow, there's a big problem. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. As man, we got on a ton of white bass. It is not like that every single time I come out here to get catfish bait, but man, I just got lucky today and got on a slew of them. I mean, there was a time where it was just one cast after the other, and literally I just had my jig sitting in the water and got some white bass. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We did that. We got some gizzard shad in the cast net, so I have plenty of bait for tomorrow. If I run out, we got some serious problems. That means I caught a lot of fish. But man, I really think the big white bass head is what's going to get it done for tomorrow. But yeah, I really look forward to tomorrow's trip. Look out for that video, as I highly anticipate for it to be a really good trip, guys. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and don't forget, go catch them. Peace.